What's up, legends? Stoked to be back filming in 2024 with more videos for you. Now today we are going to be diving into the thrilling world of 4x4 adventure filming. Whether you're a seasoned off-road enthusiast or a budding filmmaker looking to capture these adrenaline pumping moments, these tips will take your 4x4 videos to the next level. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jake. I'm an ex-9-to-5er turned full-time travel filmmaker. And on this channel, we explore low-budget travel filmmaking, action cameras, and ideas and tips that can help you better document your adventures. Let's get stuck into it. Now, first things first, you're gonna wanna find the right action camera for the job. I recommend looking for an action camera that has excellent image stabilization, solid battery life, epic 4K image resolution, and also something which gives you a range of digital field of view options. Now, thanks to Insta360 for sponsoring today's video, because their brand new Insta360 Ace Pro is the perfect camera for the job. It's rugged, has an incredible magnetic mounting system, boasts the largest flip screen of any action camera to seamlessly frame up your shots inside and out of your 4x4. Link in the description if you want to pick one up. So when it comes to these types of adventure videos, the main technique that you're going to want to nail is mounting. So let me run you through a few of my favorite setups. So the beauty of this brand new Ace Pro magnetic mounting system is that you can seamlessly transition your camera from mounts to mount. All you have to do is snap them off magnetically, or set up a second mount and magnetically snap it back on. It's so fun to get a range of different perspectives and spice to make your 4x4 videos look beautiful. Tip number one is using a suction cap. Now this is so dynamic for getting shots inside and outside of your vehicle. All you need is one of these bad boys and the brand new Insta360 magnetic mounting system to seamlessly transition from either your windscreen, the front of your car, the side wheel, or even the top of your car. It's so important to remember that 4x4 adventure videos are not just about the terrain, and that's where this dashboard selfie mount comes in. So you can easily capture the passengers and the driver's reaction, making your videos more relatable and engaging to watch.
If you're enjoying this video, why not spare us a second to punch that thumbs up to say thanks for helping improve your videos.
The absolute beauty of this front-facing car mount is that it's super sturdy and will battle through any of your 4x4 rugged terrain. Literally, you could be going through 50k knot winds and this thing would 50k knot winds. You know what I mean? If it's blowing a gale, it's gonna be absolutely sturdy, but it's also gonna give you an even more wide immersive perspective to pair with that inside camera, or if you've also got that inside camera facing out, will give you another perspective just to cut along to, and it's a bloody absolute ripper of a perspective just to see what your 4x4 is doing. I recommend, if you are using the Ace Pro, to use the action field of view. It's slightly more immersive, gives you a wider field of view. You can see what's happening up the top here of the frame. And you'll also, if that sunlight is coming through on the windscreen, you'll get a little bit of a reflection and reaction of your driver. So a great perspective to have and an absolute amazing mount. Again, if you want to pick one of these up, link in the description. The final mount that you can add into your 4x4 adventure videos is the point of view. Keep in mind that this is a perspective that can obstruct your view. Now, I recommend, rather than using a chest mount or something that's just going to show the wheel and not going to be a very interesting field of view, is to jump into that action, that wide immersive field of view, put it up above the wheel and make sure the camera face is tilting down. That way, we're gonna get those hands in the shot and we're gonna get a really nice perspective of what's going on whilst you're on the road or on some of these off-road dirt tracks. Now, as always, legends, safety first. You don't wanna be doing this one while you're cruising down the road at 100k an hour, because let's not be dickheads. As you get out there and you're living these moments and you're going on your adventures, the next tip you definitely wanna play around with and making sure you're incorporating into your videos is slow motion. Now, this is just the perfect way to turn ordinary scenes into jaw-dropping cinematic moments. Things like mud splashes, the suspension working its magic, or your 4x4 going over jumps. To do this, it's super simple. All you have to make sure you're doing is shooting with your action camera in a minimum of 50 frames a second. I recommend, if you are wanting to capture those awesome cinematic mud splashes, to dial that frame rate right up to 100 frames a second so you can slow it down and get that buttery smooth slow motion.
So now let's talk about audio. I think it's super important for these kinds of videos to be really immersive. And one way that you can do that is by recording the natural sounds of your environment. think the tires on different surfaces, the sound of the engine, the sound of the road, the sound of nature around you, these things like that, instead of overlaying really intense music on top that really mutes everything that feels really real.
All right, so in this example, we're just testing out the wind reduction audio. Now, up in this part of the world, in summer, you can hear the raucous sounds of the cicadas. And this is the stereo microphone. So you'll get a good gauge of that chainsaw that's going on. My chainsaw stopped. But also those cicadas that are super loud right now. And you can also hear the highway. Those cicadas are piercing. That's that high-pitched noise that's been going on right throughout the video. So for those of you that are wondering, what is that noise? What's that hissing the whole time? They are bloody cicadas. Now the next tip is just to do a little bit of prep before you head out and hit the trails. And the good news is if you've watched a video like this, you've taken a few notes and you've got a good understanding as to how you're going to tackle your filming, you're already ahead of the pack. How about we break down an All for Adventures YouTube video and see 4 of their shots which they use in every single episode, which will help you to improve your 4x4 adventure storytelling. So by far, one of the best 4x4 adventure channels here on YouTube is All for Adventures. Now, you don't need a cameraman or a film crew to make your videos as good as theirs. However, understanding the pacing and the shots they use is helpful to making better videos. Now, in the sequence that we can see on screen, many of the mounted shots we've already discussed are coming up. However, throwing in an additional landscape or a shot where you just jump out of your vehicle and you establish what's going on is fundamental to helping you tell better stories. Like in this scene, we're seeing a pan from left to right of the creek or a pan from top down, showing your 4x4 in action. So the next tip is just a simple time lapse to add a cinematic touch to your videos. The point of this shot is to capture the changing landscapes and sky as you navigate through different terrains. This not only adds visual interest, but it also helps condense long journeys into captivating moments. Now, if you're having a lunch break, you're setting up camp, or you're even parked up under the stars, Insta360 Ace Pro has an incredible star lapse feature that will absolutely nail your night lapse content. I recommend using these star lapse settings to get the best shots, but be sure to adjust depending on the moon. Now, the brighter it is, the shorter the shutter time. When it comes to editing your 4x4 adventure videos, the key thing here is to focus on storytelling. My major tip for this is to just chronologically storytell, piecing together your footage from the start of the day to the end of the day to create a compelling narrative. I once thought this, I now think this, because I've been on this awesome adventure. Now, if you want some more tips on editing, be sure to check out this video up here in the cards. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and that's it from us, and I'll see you guys in the next one.